Welcome to today's Explainer. If you're nearing that golden age of retirement, or even if you're just a really good planner, you know that dealing with government paperwork can sometimes feel, well, incredibly overwhelming. But today, we're going to fix that. We are completely demystifying the Philippines Social Security System, or SSS, retirement application. I'm going to give you a super clear, straightforward roadmap through this whole process, stripping away all that confusing bureaucratic jargon so you can just claim exactly what you've worked so hard for. I want to kick things off with this official SSS motto, Sigurado ang bukas, pinagsikapan noon, ginhawa ngayon. It basically translates to a secure tomorrow, hard work then, comfort now. And honestly, this isn't just some catchy PR slogan. It's the emotional core of why we're doing this. You've spent years, decades probably, contributing a chunk of your hard-earned income. That was the hard work. Nailing this application process, that's the final step to unlocking your comfort. Your hard work is literally about to pay off, so let's make sure we get it right. To keep things simple, we've broken this down into 5 easy steps. First, do you qualify? Second, the crucial prerequisite. Third, online versus over-the-counter filing. Fourth, gathering your documents. And fifth, understanding your benefit. All right, step 1, do you qualify? Let's take a look at the baseline rules for retirement age. Before you start digging up paperwork or logging into any portals, we've got to establish the ground rules, because they aren't actually the same for everyone. For the vast majority of us, regular employees, overseas Filipino workers, and self-employed folks, optional retirement kicks in at age 60, provided you've actually stopped working. And the technical or mandatory retirement age, that's 65 whether you're still on the job or not. But check out these special exemptions. If you spent your career as an underground or surface mine worker, the sheer physical toll of that job means your optional retirement drops all the way down to 50 and mandatory is 60. Makes sense, right? And for racehorse jockeys, mandatory retirement is actually capped at 55. Basically, your category dictates your starting line. But hey, age is only half the equation. The other half? It's this magic number right here, 120. To qualify for a lifetime monthly pension, you absolutely must have paid at least 120 monthly contributions to the SSS before the semester of your retirement. Think of it as exactly 10 years of contributions. This number is literally the golden ticket that unlocks continuous, lifelong support instead of just a one-and-done refund. Moving right along to step 2, the crucial prerequisite, setting up your disbursement account. Okay, I'm throwing up a massive warning flag right here, because this is exactly where so many retirees get stuck. No UMID, ATM, or DAM means no claim. Full stop. The SSS doesn't just hand you a paper check anymore, unless you're confined somewhere like a rehab center or a penitentiary. For the rest of us, the money has to be credited electronically. Now, if you have a UMID card that's already enrolled as an ATM, you are golden. But if you don't, you have to register a preferred disbursement account through the DM. That's the Disbursement Account Enrollment module. If you try to skip this and file anyway, your application is going absolutely nowhere. But don't panic, the setup is actually super logical. First, just make sure you're registered with an account on the main SSS website. Second, dive into the eServices menu in your my.sss portal. Find that DAEM link and enroll your preferred bank account or an e-wallet like Maya or Gcash. And step 3, this is critical. Wait for that account to be fully approved by the SSS before you even try to hit submit on your retirement claim. Getting this out of the way early is a total game changer. All right, step 3, online versus over-the-counter. Time to choose your filing method. So your bank account is linked up. Where do you actually go to file the thing? Well, it completely depends on your specific member status. The SSS has really modernized, which means online filing through the my.sss portal is actually required for standard employees, the self-employed, voluntary members, and land-based OFWs. You can do the whole thing from your couch. However, you do have to go old school and visit a physical branch over the counter if you've got a complex case. What makes a case complex? Things like having outstanding stock investment or educational loans, having dependent kids under guardianship, filing for a deceased or incapacitated member, or applying under international bilateral agreements. For those, you're going to need some face-to-face time. Next up, step 4, gathering your documents. Ah yes, the paper trail. Whether you're uploading PDFs online or sliding papers across a desk, you need the exact right paperwork. And the very first thing you need to ask yourself is, are you a special case? See, your specific profession dictates exactly which separation documents you need to prove you're no longer working. If you're a regular employee under 65, you just need a certificate of separation from your last boss. Simple. If you're self-employed, grab a certificate of non-renewal for your business permit or a cessation of business from your barangay. Mine workers and jockeys, you guys need specific employer certs detailing your exact job descriptions and how long you worked there. But here's the best shortcut ever. If you're a voluntary member or an OFW, you don't need any proof of separation at all. Now, besides your own separation papers, what about dependents? Because the SSS actually offers a dependent's pension. It's 10% of your monthly pension, or 250 pesos, whichever is higher for up to 5 unmarried, unemployed kids under the age of 21. But to get this, you gotta prove it. You're gonna need birth certificates for the kids, your marriage certificate, and if it applies, a legal decree of adoption or medical certs for incapacitated children. Pro tip, gather these early, especially if you have to request official copies from the government. And finally, step 5, understanding your benefit, the reward. You did it. You qualified, got your account set up, picked your method, and filed your docs. So what's the actual payoff? Well, if you hit that magic number of 120 contributions we talked about earlier, you get the monthly pension, a lifetime cash benefit paid out on a regular basis. But here is the fantastic part. It's not just the base amount. Retirees also get a 13th month pension every single December. Plus, since 2017, they tack on an extra 1,000 pesos to your pension every single month. That is continuous, lifelong support. But hey, what happens if you fell just a bit short of 120 contributions? In that case, you receive the lump sum benefit. It's basically a one-time cash refund of everything you paid in, plus the interest earned. However, and please listen to this because it's a huge piece of advice, if you're filing for retirement with less than 120 contributions, the SSS actually gives you the option to keep paying out of pocket as a voluntary member until you hit 120. Seriously, if you can afford it, do it. It turns a one-time payout into a lifetime pension. There's also this really fascinating feature if you go the monthly pension route, the 18-month advance option. When you first file your claim, you can actually choose to get your first 18 months of pension as a single, upfront lump sum. Now, it is discounted at a special SSS interest rate, but man, if you have big post-retirement plans or an immediate financial need, that's a massive cash injection. And once those 18 months pass, your regular monthly pension payments just kick right back in. Okay, let's keep our expectations realistic here for a second. Before you start planning a massive vacation with that money, know that the SSS will automatically deduct certain obligations from your final payout. We're talking unpaid short-term loans, like salary loans, even if they aren't technically expired yet. They're also going to claw back any overlapping unemployment, sickness, or partial disability benefits. Oh, and overpaid pensions too, like if a dependent child suddenly got a job or got married and you forgot to report it. Basically, whatever you owe the system gets settled before your payout is released. And just like that, we've navigated the whole roadmap. We tackled the qualifications, that sneaky damn enrollment, the filing methods, the paperwork, and the final payouts. So I'm going to leave you with a question you need to act on right now. Are your 120 contributions actually complete? And is your My SSS account ready to go today? Seriously, don't wait until the month you turn 60 to figure this out. Log into your portal, check your status, and pave the way long before your actual retirement day sneaks up on you. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and here's to your secure tomorrow.